as is my wont, I just found something out, and I just like to touch on a few things so that you can think about them or research them yourself. There's a man named Dr. David Jacobs who has been a very long time alien abduction thing, where he would hypnotize people, induct them, and find out that they said similar things, just like people are saying Dolores Cannon did that. Now, for anyone who's interested in, enlightenment or the ascended masters or anything in the future, this trumps everything, because this guy has been doing this since the 60s up until now, and he said that he's got a few things. He believes that ancient aliens is all bogus. All of those guys are bogus aliens. They're wrong. The real alien thing is there's something happening now that's never happened in history, never happened before. Long story short, when he inducted people back in 1998, they started to all say there's a change coming soon. A big change. Everybody's going to be happy and everybody's going to know their place. And he said, what is that? And they all said, I don't know what the change is and what that means. He said if this was merely just a psychological fantasy, they would have had an answer, because, they would just blab on and have some kind of fantasy answer, but they all said, I don't know. Then in 2003, suddenly each one started saying, I got a friend that's with me, that goes with me everywhere. He's my best friend. The first one guy called him Eric, and he said, but they don't know where they came from or anything like that. They all, under hypnosis, started saying that they got a friend. So he was wondering, well, is this the change that they're talking about? But basically, this is what his book is called. Anyway, this is really hard for me to talk because it's scary. But he said, yeah, it's basically like another species that is inferior to us, but is going to be superior, and they can, because of this invasion, and I believe that this technology has enabled this parasitic alien force to come in and actually take over human beings. Even though they are ethically and morally inferior to us, they are technically superior. But this has never happened before. This is not nice. This is not good. These are not galactics. These are not good people. These are things. Now, the reason why it's freaky, well, there's a lot of reasons. He even said, okay, he's a rational guy. His mother was in a symphony orchestra. He said he doesn't like it. These people they're like weird. It's weird. They're pushing him around. They're like, I don't feel that these are benevolent at all. So you have to look into this, because it trumps everything. He wrote a few books about the alien agenda. But secondly, I want to talk about the bed of Og of Bashan, which was a 9x4 cubit iron bed in history. 9x4 cubits. Okay, and it was a bed of iron, and that Og, the king of Og of Bashan, apparently never died or something like that, or they found eternal life. These are people that I think predated the ancient Egyptians and the pyramids. Now, when you think about the dimensions of a cell phone, does it not have the weight of, it's got like an iron feeling to it when you pick up a cell phone? It's like iron. And the measurements are like 9x4, and it's iron. This is the bed of Og. Now, I want you to look at this book here, The Secret World of Og. My 5th grade teacher read this to us when we were in 5th grade. I didn't pay attention because it was really annoying. But God, it was it was written by a Canadian named Pierre Burton. He's the same guy who interviewed Bruce Lee, remember? Pierre Burton interviewed Bruce Lee, and you should have a look at his history. My goodness! And guess what? When in World War II, when Canadians refused to battle over there, remember that song was written by. Think about who that song was written by, Over There, because it's bloodshed over there. But the people here were called zombies. Just look up Pierre Burton, the author, Okay, the same guy, this guy here, who interviewed Bruce Lee and many, many others. Now, I'm not drawing any conclusions because I just tipped on this, but I don't think there's time now. Why the word zombie is interesting. Canada is interesting. Why would he write a book called, okay, yeah, here we go. The men who were conscripted and chose to remain in Canada were popularly known as the zombies, a term that was highly disparaging. Now, why do we have the zombie word all over the place? Why are all the movies kind of pointing, why is Jonathan Kleck correct about mantids, or how that Lady Gaga said on Jay Leno, we're birthing a race within a race. Now, my point is that this alien invasion is nothing that has ever been seen before. That's what this expert said. What's his name? Dr. David Jacobs. He said, this is new. This is unprecedented, and it's bad. And what I'm trying to connect you to is a book called The Secret World of Og. You don't even have to look at that, but just look at Peter, tie it together with people who have some experience with celebrities and history, recent history, and wars and so on. I mean, look at this guy's thing. He's even interviewed Bertrand Russell, who I've talked about. Now, a lot of these people, I know they want to think fantasy, that everything is good, okay? But I think that a wise person will always think things over, turn things over, look at the underside. That's an American idiom, is to think it over in your head, to turn it over. When you want to find out if a mushroom is poisonous or edible, they can look very much the same, but when you turn it over, you can see that it has striations or sponge-like material. And that will tell you if this is the edible one or not. That's the king boletus mushroom. There are many mimics, but if you turn it over, you can see, aha, this looks like my sponge. That's good. That's the edible one. If it has these long strings in it, that's poison. So American idioms were just genius, because it's just as they'll think it over, let's talk it over. But it's huge. Those are 3 words, but to just turn something over before you eat it, before you accept it. And what I'm saying is there's so many people who are saying that bad is good, and they have all good intentions, but they really have not turned it over first in their mind and thought. You have to listen to people like Dr. David Jacobs, look at their credentials, look at their sanity, look at their history, look at their parents, and then also these are normies that have gone after this information. And his opinion matters, because he's able to look at both sides and to not have some kind of fantasy idea. That's objectivity. You have to be objective with this and not think that it's good, not necessarily freak out at the beginning. That's my thing. That's why I'm passing it on to you, because you people with healthy nervous systems, you're going to have to be the ones to lead the way, because the nervous system is where the neutrinos are attracted to. They go through matter. And I hope to God that these aliens from the secret world of Og. Oh, the last thing I want to tell you is this book called The Doomsday Conspiracy by Sidney Sheldon. He came out. He came out with a lot of TV in Hollywood, like I Dream of Jeannie. But this book called The Doomsday Conspiracy, yes, it's fiction, but it's about aliens and the military killing everybody that found out that they were actually plant-based aliens. That's why they're green. But he has in it, even at the back, all kinds of, footnotes about alien whatever. Why would just a regular Hollywood dude who's made I Dream of Jeannie and whatever else talk about the Doomsday Conspiracy, all about plant-like aliens? I don't know, but I'm just saying, let's just keep an open mind here. This guy said this has never happened before, and it's not good. So all of you people who are saying in the future all this ascension or blah blah blah, it's time for you to just take a step back, please, and stop thinking positive all the time, because you can always be positive once you've explored all the negative consequences, ramifications, unknowns, or contingencies. You can't go positive before that. Have some guts and take a look at the underside of this.